class, on our last video, in-introduce ko sa inyo yung interface as well as the environment of Visual C++. At the same time po, is-indicate ko na rin yung step-by-step para po mag-create ng new project and paano po natin palabasin yung tinatawag po nating code editor. At the same time po is pinakita ko rin po sa inyo paano po mag-create ng simple C++ program wherein po is nag-output tayo ng word na hello world. At the same time po, pinakita ko po kung paano mag-input ng numbers. And yung in-input number po natin is palalabasin po natin yung result niya by using the cout commands. Okay? So this time po is continuation po kung paano po tayo mag-create ng C++ program. So, like other programming language, meron po tayong tinatawag na control structure. So, the same din po kay Java, meron po tayong mga ginagamit na control structure wherein ito po yung ginagamit natin para ma-manipulate po natin yung flow ng program natin kung ano po yung gusto nating desired output niya. Okay? So, the first one is the sequence control structure. So, this is a structure wherein one program statement follows another in sequential order. So, ito po yung klase ng program wherein yung order po ng inyong program is in form of by sequence. So, for example po nun is you're going to enter a numbers or two numbers. Then, at the same time, pag input nyo ng dalawang number is ipaprocess po niya. For example, is kukunin nyo yung sum ng dalawang number and i-output nyo siya after ng process. So, yung flow po niya is in form of sequential. So, yun po yung example natin ng sequence control structure. Sa selection control structure naman class is meron po tayong choices based dun sa condition na isi-set po natin sa program natin. So, ito po yung paggamit ng mga if then else statement, pati po yung case switch po. It's another example of selection control structure. So, halimbawa po nito is kapag ang grade po natin is about 75, ang ipiprint po ng program natin is pass. Pero pag mababa po sa 75, ang ipiprint po niya is failed. So, yun po yung example ng selection control structure. Then, the last one is the repetition or iteration or loop control structure. This is a structure wherein a process may be repeated as long as a certain condition remains true. So, kapag may mga program po tayo or statement na gusto po nating i-loop or lagyan ng iterations, so, ang ginagamit po natin is this repetition control structure. So, ito po yung paggamit ng looping like the for loop, while loop, and also the do while loop. Okay, so let's proceed on the program. So, for example, we're going to create a sequence control structure program. Okay, so open po natin ang ating Visual Studio 2012. So, the first step is we're going to create a library. So, since we are dealing on simple input, process, output, so kailangan po natin ilagay yung library na include. Okay, so you have include IOStream. Okay, then enter. Okay, so ito pong library na to is need po siya para in order mag-function po yung ating cin and also the cout. Then, after po tayo sa main function, don't forget to put the using, namespace, then you have your std, semicolon. So, the std stands for standard. Okay, so para saan po tong using namespace standard? So, siya po yung nagde-define ng other command po natin sa ating C++ program like the cin, cout, and other command po na available. So, without this one, hindi po magpa-function yung ibang codes natin. At the same time, minsan kapag nire-run nyo is nag-e-error siya. Kasi kailangan po natin is iset ito pong using namespace. So, yung STD po stands for the standard. Standard to define other commands or statement inside your C++ program. Okay? So, after po niyan, for every program, kailangan po natin mag-declare ng main function. Kasi yung main function po, siya po yung nag-i-indicate ng start and end of the program. So, lahat po ng nasa loob ng main functions is nire-recognize po ng program natin as part of our codes or part of our program. Okay? So, lagay lang po natin in int, main, then you have open and close parenthesis, then you have open bracket, then you have here the close bracket. So, kailangan po yung open and close para malaman po yung starting niya or start ng code natin at the same time kung saan magtatapos yung ating mga codes or program. Okay? Next is, kailangan po natin mag-declare ng dalawang numbers. So, for example, we're going to get the sum of the two numbers. So, bago po natin mag-input or mag-enter ng value, we have to declare a variable. So, sa variable, nagsiset po tayo ng data types para malaman po ng program natin kung anong klaseng data po ang kailangan po niya or kailangan po niya i-read or kailangan po niyang i-execute. So, in this case po is since we're dealing on number, so declare po tayo ng int num1. Then you have another declaration which is int num2. Then you have here semicolon. Okay? So, integer pertains for a whole number. So, pag sinabing whole number, hindi po tayo pwede mag-input ng number na may decimal value. Pero kapag gusto nyo naman po na mag-input na may decimal na value, ang ilalagay natin declaration will be double. So, the same rules lang po sa ating Java program. So, the same lang. Okay? Next is, for example, is mag-i-input tayo ng value ng dalawang number. But before that, lagyan po muna natin ng description. So, enter num1. Okay, so you have num1, then colon, double quote, then you have your semicolon. Okay, so kapag merong double quote, again, it means na ang gusto nating i-output is yung buong words. So, read siya ng program natin as a group of string. So, kung sinabi nating string, it is actually a combination of letters, numbers, special characters. So, recognize siya ng program natin as a group of string. Okay? And next dyan is we're going to input a value. So, a command, in order to input a value is the cin. Then, yung variable na dineclare natin sa taas, wherein yung first number is dineclare natin as variable num1. So, lagay po natin dyan num1. Then, you have here semicolon. Okay? Next is the second number. So, i-copy na lang po natin tong part na to. So, pwede naman po natin i-copy. Then, at the same time, palitan lang po natin to as num2. Okay, so this one is num2. Then, mag-a-accept naman po siya ng second number. So, enter. Then, copy na lang din po natin yung code dun sa pangalawa. So, Control B. So, this one is, instead of num1, gawin po natin num2 for the second number. Okay? Then, enter. Then, after po niyan, will be the process. So, declare po tayo dito ng double. Then, ans is equal to num1 plus num2, then you have here semicolon. Okay? To output the answer, kailangan nyo lang po ilagay yung cout. So, kung gusto nyo maglagay ng description, pwede naman po. Lagyan nyo lang siya ng double quote. The sum, for example, the sum of two numbers is colon, then you have your double quote, then another semicolon. Okay? So, pag semicolon nyo siya, ibig sabihin end of the statement nyo siya. So, since isasama nyo yung sagot, so lagay kayo ng dalawang that is less than sign, then also yung variable kung saan nyo inassign yung sagot, which is the ans. So, lagay nyo po rito ay ans, then you have here semicolon. Okay? Again, pag ni-run po nyo yan, okay, automatic, pwede kayo mag-input, but pag labas po ng answer, automatic mag-terminate po yan. So, para hindi po siya mag-terminate, katulad po nung sinabi ko sa last video natin, i-post po natin yung statement or i-post po natin yung pinaka-output niya para pag lumabas po yung sagot, hindi po magta-terminate yung ating program. So, lagay nyo lang po dyan std live, okay, point h, then sa baba, ilagay po natin yung system post. Okay, so you have double quote, you have here post, then double quote, then close parenthesis, and you have here the semicolon. Okay, so check po natin, we're going to run the program. Then kapag nilagay nyo 90, input po tayo ng another number which is 90. Pag in-enter po natin, mapapansin nyo, the sum of two numbers is 180. So, nakalabas na naman yung press and key po natin dito. So, para po magkaroon ng space tong area na to, para hindi po magdikit, maglagay lang po tayo ng double quote, space, double quote, then lagay po tayo ng dalawang less than sign uli po rito. Okay? Then, at the same time, para po hindi dumikit yung press any key, maglagay po tayo ng \n dito. Okay? Or kung may error po yan, ang gawin po natin ay magdagdag po tayo uli ng another, dalawang less than, then double quote, \n, then another double quote here. Okay? So, i-run po natin siya uli. So, you have here 90, 90, then pag in-enter nyo po, the sum of two number is 180. So, mapapansin nyo yung press any key is nasa baba na po siya. Hindi po sila nagkadikit-dikit. Okay? So, this is an example of sequential control statement. For the another sample of selection and also repetition, please stand by for the next video. Thank you, class.